They said, well, she happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And no, she was in her place in her time.
Genesis was murdered Saturday night heading home from the store with her sister on Rosa Parks Boulevard in Paterson.
July 7, 2014 was the worst day of my entire existence.
She was on her skateboard. She was playing in the street with her, I believe her brother or another playmate or something, and she was struck and killed by an errant bullet.
It broke me down as a father, as a husband, and as a mayor, as your leader, because looking at the outrage of the community and seeing that outrage that something needed to be done, I think was the straw that broke the camel's back.
No matter what the situation, and there's nothing that I could see is worth actually taking another human being life.
For Genesis! Justice for Genesis! Justice for Genesis! Everybody, justice for Genesis! I can't hear you! I can't hear you!
Within that week, we were convening the Tri-City meeting.
We had an opportunity to network with people, and we heard about some of the things that were already in place.
The Safe City Initiative was chosen because group violence is at the top of our list for leading the violence in this city.
So at 12, when I got to the youth house, I learned that everybody from Newark come together. Because the guys from the rest of the county, East Orange, Mount Clair, Irvington, they the enemy. All Newark guys stick together. So while we was in the youth house, we would mess with the East Orange guys, try to fight them, try to push up on them. I guess to Jamesburg, I finds out that everybody from Essex County comes together, right? Because now we fighting the guys from Mercer County. Camden County was our sworn enemy, who Essex County comes together. So these same boys, now that I used to fight on 17th Avenue, they became part of my team at the youth house. As soon as I get into the Atlanta Federal Prison, my Jersey guys come, meet me, see me, walking around, telling me the boys from DC and Philly is the enemy. Everybody from New Jersey sticks together. In Atlanta, I said, wow, wait a minute now, me and this guy gonna have to bond together. I said, wait a minute, if I go to Russia, I said, anybody from America, you know, I'll be, yo, you're from America? What part, Texas? Yeah, I'm from Jersey. We'll try to bond. I said, if I go to Mars or Jupiter, I said, any earthling, I don't care if they was a skinhead, I don't care if they was whatever, they're earthling, we gonna try to bond. So why was I taught at 11 years old that somebody 5 blocks was my enemy?
99% plus good people here in the city of Paterson who just want to do their jobs, go to work, be able to operate in their neighborhoods every day, and we have this 1% who are just looking to make it miserable for everybody else.
Since there's such a small percentage of people that are involved, less than 1%, that are involved in violent crime, you identify who they are, and as a result, you could then target them, let them know that you're aware that they're involved in violent crime, because the whole idea of this strategy is to prevent people from getting incarcerated and prevent people from getting shot or killed.
The Safe City Initiative is actually comprised of 3 separate and distinct working groups: faith-based, support and outreach, and law enforcement. Those are our partners that we pull together to build a coalition to be able to address this issue.
It's not all about arresting and trying to find the next person to bring down. It's about saving the community, do no harm to the community, helping the people out. When you show a loving side to the community, then people will work with you to help expose crime. And so this is why when I see Safe City Initiative work along with the I Am Initiative and the faith-based community, we create this triangle effect where people join together with us to help us bring down crime. And it's done in a kind and a wise fashion.
As an ER physician, you know, and as any of us in our professional roles, we tend to think in silos. And this Safe City Initiative has given us the opportunity to think beyond the silos, to look at what services and capacities exist elsewhere, and more importantly than just knowing that they exist, knowing a way to make that connection. Eva Shelter doing the drug mentoring program where they have a counselor who has had self-experience with drugs come to the emergency room at the time somebody is recovering from the acute effects of drugs, almost babysit them and move them from the emergency room to a place of help. So the advantage of having each of these individual capacities is accelerated by having the ability to connect these capacities.
Our role is to identify these individuals, enforce whatever laws we can amongst that identified group, and to attempt to quell any violence before it happens, but certainly if it does happen, and immediately after it happens, to be able to respond with an enforcement effort to reduce any further violence and stop any further shootings incidents.
So under the Safe City Initiative, one of the key components is to make sure that we let everyone know that anybody that needs help is going to get help. And this is why it's so important that we all work together. And this is about the community working together to enhance the community's ability to police themselves. It's not that police departments or police officers come into a community, do law enforcement, and then leave. It's about everybody working together to ensure that proper policing is being done with the community's acceptance.
I've seen tremendous progress here as I've seen nowhere else that I've worked in 36 years.
They tell you behind the scenes, you know, Rev, I stopped selling drugs. Rev, listen, I'm not about that life no more. I stepped out. I got a job. I'm going to Pillar College. I'm doing better in my life. Thank God for you working along with the law enforcement.
You know, we understand that it's crucial to ensure that our citizens of Paterson know that there is help for them, you know, in multiple ways.
I think Safe City Initiative should continue to grow and expound and become an example, not only to Paterson, not only to New Jersey, but I think the world, because we're doing something I don't feel no one else is doing.